Hi everyone, Jonas here, and I have a special guest with me.
Hi,
This is
Michael.
yes, Michael James. Oh, my Michael James. Yes. I'm here to pretty much start this new session, or I guess you could say blog. But anyways, Michael and me, we go way back. We
Back as middle school.
Exactly. It was after I left Cummings and went to Stillman. I pretty much didn't trust anyone right away. I was pretty much skeptical of what the faculty, staff, or any of the other students might react towards me. And I didn't pretty much talk to anyone and just did my assignments and homework as much as I could.
Same. It was the same with me, to be honest.
Yeah. But all of that changed when the day we pretty much asked the instructor of which one of us had the right answer. And from then on, we went from just being ordinary students to
Rivals.
exactly. we pretty much we pretty much duked it out. I mean, nothing like too physical or anything like that. We just wanted to see which one not only had the correct answer, but we would give it to the instructor first.
It's basically like a game show with us, where we figure out who answered the question first,
Yeah, I know.
something like that.
But even though we didn't exactly talk to each other much, we still had somewhat of an unspoken respect for each other.
You could say that.
Yeah. It wasn't until eventually one day I decided to finally talk to him, and so far it was going pretty good. And you never guess what his passion was back in those days, and it still is.
Um. Oh, what was
Oh,
that?
my bad. No, remember you said something that you're very passionate with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I like it how he's always gotta go fast, gotta
Yeah,
go faster, 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 faster.
well, for him, it's not mainly about speed. It's more like just doing the right thing. That's all.
Exactly, exactly. Whenever there's people that are in trouble, and it's not just Eggman, he pretty much brawls it with. But any other bad guy that tries to take over the world or even use the Chaos Emeralds in order to do that, Sonic is
Yeah.
always there to do the right thing and saving the day.
Yet again.
Exactly. Then pretty much we started to talk more about anime and other certain topics around that, and a friendship was forged that day.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and believe it or not, neither one of us knew that we were autistic, or at least I didn't even knew I was autistic.
I know that I was when I was about 3 years old. Like by that time I was diagnosed with it they told my parents it was pretty rough on them, but they tried to get by, and I've been fine ever since.
Yikes. Man, that is rough. But at the same time, I'm glad you overcame that. And I'm glad your parents are okay with your autism. But nevertheless, the first time that we decided to go over to your house, I pretty much asked if you and your mom could take me there. And what did she say?
She was cool with it.
Cool. And after the first visit, how did your family thought about me?
They thought I wasn't they thought that you were a nice kid, and I were happy that I was making friends at school.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, pretty much. I I pretty much didn't have that much friends, and the friends I had before that, my mom pretty much warned me to be careful of who I trust because some of them might have like wanted to steal something from me, and boy, did some of them said some of my classmates did steal from me when I first got into Yu-Gi-Oh. I used to have these cool cards, but then when I left them on my desk, some of the kids just steal them from me, and I guess I should have just trusted my teacher back then not to bring my cards over to school grounds.
I guess that's one lesson to learn.
Yeah, I know. But pretty much I pretty much used to move around constantly in Brownsville from one apartment to the other, always moving from one school to another until later on, after Stillman, I went to high school and I pretty much had somewhat of a home for like 4 years.
in my case, I was born in Michigan, and then at some point I ended up moving to Brownsville, Texas, and then I went to St. Petersburg in Florida, then back to Brownsville, up to Corpus, then back to Brownsville, and then finally at Dallas, and then the family decided that we just remained in Brownsville because the majority of my family lives here as well.
Cool. Yeah. And well, not only would that be rough, but the way we always have to roam from one place to another, that's almost like the nomadic tribes of Mongolia long before it became a country.
Yep,
Yeah. And pretty much high school were the best years in our lives,
we did enjoy them as the best we could.
of course. And the most thing that helped us find something to let the rest of the school remember us by is joining the Special Olympics.
Yeah, it was really fun at first. I mean, I thought I joined because like they did events like bowling, and I did enjoy bowling with my family back then. So I was like, maybe I can do it with the others and cheer them on.
Yeah, as for me, I guess you could say I had a little bit of professionalism and competitiveness that sometimes I may not always say the right thing or I feel sore about losing, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, but on the bright side is by the time I reach my final year in Stillman, I mean veterans, sorry about that. In veterans, I pretty much won six gold medals for first place in bowling, 50-meter dash, and softball throw. Sure, I didn't win any medals during the state championship, but after cooling down for a bit and learning to accept what just happened, I just accepted whatever placement I had and the ribbons that came along with it because not everything is about winning, you know?
it's always mainly about just doing whatever you can, and if you reach first place, you reach first place, and if you haven't, then well, that just shows that sometimes you can give it a all, and in the end, you just accept what you got and just try again the next time.
Mhm, exactly. Like, how many have you won?
I believe I won 3 gold medals. I don't remember how many silvers I won, but I'm pretty sure the majority of them was silver. Maybe a couple bronzes, and I think I brought 3 or 2 ribbons. One for fourth place, and I think the other one for fifth place.
Man, you know, I wish I had that kind of, acceptance like you did back then, Michael.
Well, I guess just goes to show that sometimes if the best, all you got to do is just do your best and see what you can do.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, trust me, we may not have gotten girlfriends in high school, but at least we tried our best, you know?
I mean, sometimes I guess at some point, sometimes we're not ready enough to try to go for that point.
Yeah, exactly. That's why one time my mom advised me that if we couldn't get a girlfriend right now, then it's not meant to be just yet because we're still learning, we're still trying to build up our careers and we need to have patience because if we just go ahead and do everything we want right away and without any preparations or any plans or then pretty much our businesses are destined to pretty much fail right away but I'm pretty much doing everything accordingly. I mean, pretty soon someday we will find the right people not just to work with but pretty much find the right ones if we so desire it and we'll have the careers that we and all the dreams that we could have ever have come true.
All we have to do is just keep working hard and trying to overcome our disability.
Yeah, exactly. And if you can't do it alone, then you should always find a way to ask help because they're there for you no matter what.
Yep. Whether it's a close friend or just a family is willing to be there and do whatever they can to help.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, by the time we went to the same college, I was almost ready to finally graduate. And you?
I was trying to still work on my classes.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to discover what you want to do out of life, huh?
I guess the best thing you do is just find something you're very passionate about and just keep pursuing that and then keep working at it and eventually you'll get there.
But you don't have to worry. I mean, you still have those computer skills, right?
Obviously.
Well, you can learn more by going on YouTube and look up what skills you want to learn from there. And but at the same time, if you're still trying to figure out, then just find some time. Find the very remember the very thing that you were passionate about. Try to remember what it felt like, how it pretty much excites you and motivate you to wanting to do good in school, just the same that you would want to do in life too, right?
Yep.
Then you don't have to worry because like I said, right now I'm almost close to finally graduating from UTRGB, and I'm pretty much gonna do some steps to earn some money and to pretty much make my dream come true.
Well,
And I would include you to with any projects I'll ever come up with.
I'll be there for you if you ever need that help.
Of course, because Michael, you're more than just my best friend. You're more than just a friend. You're basically my brother.
I mean, I guess you could say that because like one point you did compare us to like Mario and Luigi to you being Mario and I'm being Luigi because of their height differences. You guess you could say
Yeah, mamma mia.
that.
Yeah, of course, but nevertheless, I'm being sincere and honest, man, because you've always been there for me, whether it's on the phone or in person. Because I'm sure friends come and go, but best friends that are always there for you through either of those methods, they're best friends for a long time.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I mean, pretty much you don't have to bring a lot of your friends over, but if you have like less people, especially during this kind of pandemic we're facing, then pretty much it is all right because sometimes it's good to call to see how you're doing.
I mean, we always have the power of the internet, Skype or Discord or whatever what the majority of people would be using to stay connected or just basically just pick up a phone.
Yeah, but sometimes it's good to have them come over because they pretty much can bring you the hope, excitement, and of course, pretty much the inspirations you need when it comes to having fun and to also help them whenever they need it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm proud of having Michael in my life.
I'm also grateful that you're in my life as well.
Yeah.
You have been a very good friend.
Yes. And you have been a very good brother. Even though I still love my own, sometimes he can pretty much bring the worst out of me.
Yeah, and just remember, don't want despite all the things that he may have done to you, whether it's rough housing or teasing, never take him for granted because despite all that, he's still a part of your life, and you always have to remember that.
I know. But sometimes, yeah, I mean, I get sometimes he can be this frustrated, always finding a way to just make fun of me whenever he has a chance. But I mean, he's still family, and I think mostly he just does that because he not only was trying to teach me how to protect myself, but he was just unknowingly misguiding. His misguideful ways were just a way to toughen me up because the world's not always a safe place.
I mean, you never know what will happen if you step outside.
Yeah,
For
but
all we know, there could be a storm right now as we speak.
not that there is a natural storm happening right now in our area, but
You
other areas, yeah, better be careful.
never know.
Exactly. Well, that's all we have to talk about for now. So, have a good day indoors or outdoors. Make sure to make some time with your friends, and
Safely, of course.
of course, and you know, have a good day.
See you around.